In the northwest corner of Washington State, just east of the Haro Strait, the boundary between the United States and Canada, are the San Juan Islands. Officers Zach Gaston and Josh Koontz are on boat patrol, protecting residential pods of orcas.
Today we're out here protecting the southern resident killer whales, our local orca population. One of the most important things that we enforce is the 200-yard restriction for the whales. We don't want boats to get within 200 yards. Since there are a lot of salmon on this side of San Juan Islands, the whales are here because of the salmon and the fishermen here because of the salmon. So we get a lot of conflicts with salmon anglers, recreational boaters that come here just to boat because it's really pretty, and whale watching boats. What we're worried about is people chasing the whales or getting too close too often, changing the whale behavior. Once that happens and the whales stop feeding, they get stressed out just like we would if people were always hanging around us all the time. Our southern resident killer whales are our local populations of whales. They haven't been repopulating very well. They don't repopulate very quickly, so it is important that we leave them alone so they can have their normal behavior and hopefully make more whales so we don't lose this in the future. A lot of times fishermen are concentrating on what they're doing, their gear and everything like that, so they cannot be paying attention to where the whales are. And unfortunately, that could result in a collision between the whales and the fishermen. And that's one of the main things we're worried about. I take pictures of people in relationship to the whales, what their activity is up to the point where they get too close to the whales. That way I can document what they're doing, what their intentions are. People standing out in the front of the deck with cameras. Is everybody looking forward, or are they looking back and paying attention to their gear and really not paying attention to what they're doing? So I just want to get that picture that I can look back on, and a prosecutor can look back on and say, okay, yeah, it looks like their intent was to get too close to the whales.